Welcome back, everyone. This is Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews coming at you with another Let's Play segment for a new game that's officially released on the Xbox Live Marketplace called Children of Morta by developers Dead Mage Studios and publishers 11-Bit Studios. Shout out to Evolve Terminal for the Let's Play opportunity. I want to get about an hour gameplay of it, but I don't think it's going to suffice because this is one of those chunkier games. It's an action-adventure game, but I feel like it might be a little bit RPG too, which is a good majority of games nowadays. But without further ado, it's more of like a pixel approach. It's really addicting, so if you are going to be getting into this kind of game, I highly recommend that you have quite a few hours to put into it because it's going to be, I would say, a chunkier game. 45 achievements in the whole game. There's a lot of low point achievements on it already. Quite a few are secret achievements. Anywho, let's get started with the game, and then we'll read off how many achievements I have by the end of the stream and our gameplay. I will be uploading this to YouTube so that everybody can check it out themselves.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her.
Oh, I like
She
that.
gathered her thoughts.
Really like that it's narrated.
Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
I like how colorful it is.
John's mission would be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
I did mention it earlier, but this game, if this seems like it's the kind of game that's up your alley, know that it is currently available in the Xbox Live Marketplace for you to procure your own copy. Hopefully I don't get wrecked pretty quick. It's like that Diablo based kind of game. Pixel, very, very lush graphics. I like that background. Put a lot of detail into everything.
Rhea, a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty.
Guess it's a checkpoint.
It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering creatures, small and vile.
Looks like there's two ways to attack. You could either use the sticks or the X button with the left stick. So you could use those sticks or the X button with one stick, the left stick. That's pretty cool. It's more like an action RPG, action adventure. That up. A button to evade. Perfect time for a good action RPG, honestly.
A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
Probably the shield is a good maneuver to use if there's like a ton of enemies around you.
Banished by light itself, the corruption abated, leaving the shard cold in hand, dark, in need of life. The shard grew warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy. Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Leveled up. Let's see what we got here. guess this is his whole skill tree. 20 is the max. I won't be getting anything until about level 4, it looks like.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
There's random potions that are dropped.
Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found and of love lost.
Let's do the right first.
Inherently violent and ill-bathed, the goblins were an unfocused but constant threat.
As they are in all games. There's something over here.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by. Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
I really like the narrative. It reminds me of what was that game? It came out on 360. It recently got re-released. Can't remember it. The art.
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
First boss, maybe.
Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts heavier than before. How would they explain what they had witnessed?
Got our first achievement pop there. It has begun. Investigate the shrine array.
The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, Father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta. And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary. Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
Go into the next area, I guess. The Silk Cavern. Does look like it offers co-op, so somebody could drop in, drop out. That's pretty cool. We don't have enough of those. Let me see. Good.
A celestial shard, chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper.
The loading isn't even too bad on this one either. Looks like you get quite a few characters to unlock. I'm guessing a lot of them are going to be maxing them out. I think it would be cooler if it had online play. I don't know if it does. Let's double check that. Gameplay. Is on. Say anything about online. Collecting gold now, so that's pretty cool. trick is always to take on just a few here and there. Taking a big mob, you run the risk of getting demolished real quick. At least at level 1. Leveled up.
Can the body endure the mind's gamble?
I don't know what that was all about, but I definitely survived it, so. Running low on health. I think that's a trap. Maybe those checkpoints are heal points too. Getting real close to dying. What am I gonna do there? I have to use the shield. Guess I was really wrong about how you're supposed to use it, or how often you're gonna end up using it. Definitely not dropping potions. There we go, finally got one. Just gotta be more careful with my health, I guess. Checkpoint. Teleport back. Re-heal. Okay, so that was one of two of the silk caverns.
The thinnest strands of white fibers coated the ground and walls, evidence of the silk caverns living up to their name. The Bergson began to slip away, wondering if this was death.
Uh-oh. I officially died. He was a powerful enemy, though. So it's roguelike, maybe? Let's find out right now.
They gasped for air as the celestial shard brought them back, a sensation no hero could become accustomed to. As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor.
Which is what I'll need.
Uncle Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to reach the top of Mount Morta, their equipment would need to be of the highest quality.
I got the Book of Ray yet, it looks like. Looks like more unlocks as you progress. Doesn't look like you can fully die. Eek. I wonder if Linda might be a good character to use, because she's more ranged, but I guarantee she's probably weaker though. The price you pay. Up close and personal or far away enough to get shots. We should have a skill point to level up. That's a good skill. So it'll take damage every time they hit me. Shoot. Randomly generated it looks like. Not randomly generated. Maybe it is. Hard to tell. I thought that was a trap, but it looks like it just pulls you in. It's weird. Now. Heal up. It's weird that it's random like that. skill point and locked off. Hit combo. Kind of like Diablo's little hit combo too. The more items or hits you get on enemies and stuff, the counter goes up. Got a charm. Obelisk of Swiftness has been acquired. Got the timed one too. I guess charms are pretty cool for the moment, honestly. It does suck that they don't last the whole dungeon, or at least the whole area. That's a pretty cool, what's it called? Enemies take damage whenever you take a hit. Let's see if I can go find a potion or two. I drink the bar, collect them also. Hopefully there's still one or two on the floor. I doubt it though. Yep, there still is. That's one. That's it. I really like this game, and I definitely there's quite a few games that I'm behind on. Just been a little busy to get to them with school and life, so Get to him when I can.
The halls of Anea Daya, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is awaiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important than reaching.
Okay. Wow. That wrecked me. Those enemies are so freaking powerful. I hope I didn't get poisoned there. It looked like I got poisoned or something. Ooh, that was so close. Come on.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far? The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
What the heck? She came all the way over here. Oh wow, that's a good one. Heal a portion of your missing health. You wait long enough, you'll be able to heal it all. That's good. 64 cooldown. Too bad. more house there. I'm good now. Caution is the name of the game here. That's an exit, so let's put the left. See anything come out of that box. It's weird.
Not all in the caves were refugees. Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind. The strange-looking shopkeep dusted off his clothes, tipped his hat. He invited them to stop by his shop later, promising something for all adventuring needs.
achievement there. Bargainer. The shopkeeper. Who appear in the dungeons offering goods for a price. Heaven's Justice, a divine relic. Oh wow, that ends, that's pretty powerful, and it looks like it spawns a little bit more often than I anticipated to. Alright. Doing pretty good on health now. A possible boss, I think.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Ah, this one's a little tough, and the spider disappears too quickly. I'm gonna definitely have to level up some stuff. Should have leveled up a skill or two just before I went in. See if it tracks progress. It sure does. There's a lot of achievements to track progress there. $12 overtime ones.
Kevin's need to help all began when his elder brother Mark left the house. His brother was strong, making any near him feel safe. But he left Kevin. Though Uncle Ben knew what his nephew needed, a focal point for his aspirations. The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
$475. Attack damage would definitely be helpful. Every run looks like it unlocks more and more for you, making it easier and easier. The only, I guess the only thing about the game is that, like, if you do die, even up at the boss, you have to redo the whole area all over again. Increase the max health for all family members. Okay, so the more you level up each character, the more that they can contribute to the family too. That's pretty cool. I like that it's interconnected and they're woven through all their strength versus just one character. An achievement there. Miss Pro, unlock a family trait. Okay. So that would be the first family trait there. This will be my last run, whether I defeat the boss or not. I do like how interconnected and interwoven all the skill trees are. I like the gameplay. I like the art. The music is pretty good too. It's decent. Like the enemies that they have in the game. It's just a really good game, honestly. I'll summarize it all towards however many hours and the playing at the end. But I definitely want to get more gameplay up of this game specifically too. shadow things are random if you stay behind for an area too long. Another level. Finished that whole floor already. That was pretty quick, thanks to that fire spell thing that was exploding on them. The damage going up really helps quite a bit too. More XP, I believe. That was a pretty cool one. It drops the 3 gemstones right away. getting a lot of close calls, but I'm doing a little better. I'm noticing I have to defend a little less, even though I should probably be defending a little bit more. Wolf Cub.
Love, truly a divine emotion, especially during dark days. Love had motivated this mother to lay down her life for her cub. While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber. And it would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
The wolf cub has been rescued. That's pretty cool little story tell there. Chance to stun now.
The shopkeep said he would like to offer a discount for his rescue, but there have not been many customers lately.
Of course, Becky, none of the broken pots are gonna give me health. Create an area that slows and damages enemies. Create a totem that knocks enemies back. Damn. I gotta go get one more. There's gotta be something somewhere. very least, I got a lot of gold this run. Find a little bit of everything. Oh well, I lost them all, but whatever. Alright, spider boss once again.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb. So close. Took him halfway that time. It takes a couple runs, I would say. Or at least to have like the potion so you could run away a little bit. At least I got a wolf cub. That's pretty cool. Let's see what the story does this time. There's always something when you go back, depending on your runs. I would say it takes like probably like anywhere from 3 to 6 runs per area, but don't quote me on that. A set of daggers made just for him. They would be his guide to finding himself, his focal point. The boy tested them. They felt good. Not too heavy, not too light. Like an extension of himself. Uncle Ben suggested a few practice swings outside. The daggers sliced the air, guided with an easy grace. His nephew was clearly a natural with the blades and would be ready to join his father and sister in no time. But the boy's mother had words on that subject. 2 of her children were already risking their lives, and she would not have her precious little boy out there as well. Regretfully, he took the daggers away. Who was he to argue with a mother when it involved her child? Handing over the daggers was like abandoning a part of himself. He was meant for them. Meant to be out there fighting for what was right, He just needed to convince them. Although in the safety of the Bergsons' house, the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation.
Looks like he's poisoned. So far, I only got the diabloesk duration up to 150%, so it lasts slightly longer. So that would really help. Alright. I think I'll,
Uncle Ben pondered over a map he received from a refugee. The Silk Caverns were a twisted maze of dead ends and venomous nests. But somewhere along the right path, a Neadia, spirit of the Caldipo Caves, rested.
see if I don't think I unlocked any characters. Yeah, nothing yet. There's 4 more characters to unlock though. It does look like as you level them all up, they get extra perks on top of everything that actually apply to all of them. That's pretty cool. Anyhow, we're gonna wrap it up there, as it is getting a little bit late. Once again, that was Children of Morta, currently available on the Xbox Live Marketplace. So if you want to procure your own copy, and this seems like the kind of game you'd be into, I think it's really good. And this is definitely up your alley. It is available right now for purchase. I don't remember the exact pricing of the game, but it couldn't be too bad. Once again, Children of Morta is by Dead Mage Studios and publishers 11-Bit Studios. Another shout out to Evolve Terminal for the Let's Play segment opportunity. I will be getting another video up, hopefully when I'm a little bit farther into the next area, so I can get a little bit more of the story in there. I'm gonna work on the other characters, see if I can level them up and stuff too, off stream, and probably test out a couple other little like how the local co-op works too, which is probably pretty cool as well. So if you got a buddy that you want to play with and work cooperatively, But yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. I'll have a couple more videos and streams coming up the rest of the week, as I am a little bit on a small break. And thank you all for watching, and happy gaming, everyone.